Hi everyone, it's Lucy from My Crazy Craft Life, and I'm here today with a card for Scrapping for Less. I am using My Favorite Things Holiday Cheer stamp set, and that little stamp, that little girl is just way too cute. The Pure Innocence collection, I just adore them. I am making a standard A2 size card, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I use Memento Tuxedo Black ink to do my stamping because I was planning on using Copics to do some coloring. I didn't leave all of the coloring in here just because my coloring is definitely not the greatest, and I just kind of left it in there to show a little bit kind of how I did it and what I was doing. With this, I wanted softer colors for the Christmas. I wanted to go kind of with the pinks and the blues and the turquoises, so that's what I stayed with for her outfit. And then the packages, I used some purples and yellows and reds and greens, more of the Christmas colors. And I gave her some little black leggings and black boots. And then I used a black glaze pen for her eyes and nose and mouth. I used my Scan and Cut to cut out the image, so I was able to use that. And then I was going through the pattern paper, and the pattern paper that I'm using is a collection called Holiday Cheer by Mindy. For this card, I used quite a few different pattern papers that come with the collection to kind of make the design for the card that I wanted. I cut down some strips that were about 3 inches by 1 inch, and then I cut another 3 strips of that a little bit smaller, just a little less than 1/4 of an inch on all sides. And then I cut another strip for the background panel, that was 2 inches by about 3 1/2. And then I have an oval die that I use. I end up not using the background piece because it was just a little too large and I didn't want to cover up so much of the pattern paper. So I just end up using the one lighter grayish color pattern paper with the snowflakes on it to put the little girl. I found a green card base that I was going to use. It's kind of a pale green. And then I have a pink snowflake pattern that I'm going to use as the background panel, and then all of those other strips I'm going to put on there along with the oval. So here I'm just kind of piecing it all together. Once I taped my strips together with the background panel, I actually put it a little high because I wanted to leave room for a sentiment on the bottom. So I pushed it more towards the top and towards the left side of the card. And then I'm going to end up just putting the oval kind of in the middle of those 3 strips off to the right. And then I chose the sentiment, and I used some VersaFine black onyx ink to stamp the sentiment because I wanted to make sure it's nice and clear. And initially I had I end up getting the Tim Holtz platform out and using that just to make sure I didn't mess it up since I already had this card completely finished. Now, I had those rhinestones sitting on my desk for months that I was using when I was making graduation cards, and I wanted to use those up, so I popped those on there. So that's the card for today. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Have a nice day and take care.